That's a Wolseley, that's a shearing rig, like shearing sheep. And I think if you want to follow me, there's a shearing rig by Lister. Notice the engine, right, is a Lister D. You can tell it's a Lister D because it's very square. Actually, there's another example of a Lister over here. They're very. See how square these look, like straight edges. Yeah. But the only bit that's not straight edge is like the cooling hopper. And there looks to be a water pump here. Sussex and Kent Weald stationary engine group. Actually, I want to give a shout out to them. Because there's a red Wolseley over here. They haven't got it running yet, but I'm sure they will. They're not the easiest things to get going in the morning, the old stationary engines.
Can't get it going.
Can't get it going. Yeah, but this is a Wolseley. You can sort of tell by the cooling hopper having fins on it. There's a kibble mill here as well. Here's a Ruston Hornsby. Right, so next sort of call up for this called motorbikes. They're not the sort of motorbikes you probably have, but they're all the classic ones, because I remember. Yeah, so here's a Lister again, Lister D with water pump. Next to that's another Lister shearing kit, so that's a Lister D2 actually. Now, stationary engine does the same job as what say an electric motor would do now for the most part. Although, for a generator, those would still be useful for it. Or you could buy a generator that's made by someone. It's essentially a stationary engine as well. Just going to move around these two. So I've just noticed, I don't know what sort of... Yeah, so that's a Petter, says on there, and it's a Bamford grinding mill. That's how I make mine used to do. I'll jump through the tank. Used to keep writing the Petter. Annoyed the hell out of people like this. Right, we're going to move along now because we're about to see another Ruston Hornsby. This should be attached to a water pump, but you know what it's like. It's Sunday morning. There's the water pump. There's a Lister water pump as well. If only there was another John Deere stationary engineer, I could have actually showed you what I meant. Yeah. There's a Type E that I saw. Right, let's move along a bit more. Right, to my right is a Bamford, that one, it's a Stewart water pump, and to my left is a Wolseley. Again, have you noticed the cooling pod, the cooling thing on top? It's sort of oval shape-ish with fins on it. That's it. Most of the coolant goes around the cylinder head. that's a petter. Well, it says it's, yeah, where are you? Yeah, so that's a petter with a forward vacuum pump. That's a different sort of petter, because here's another petter, and this is one that you recognise a bit more because it's got an acorn shaped cooling hopper. Where the cylinder head is where the cooling hopper is. So that's the hottest part of the engine. The rest of it, well, doesn't need cooling really, does it? We move along a bit, you see a Lister D. Another grinding engine. But I have noticed a Lister D that's slightly different. Oh, wait a minute, I think I've seen this one before, because if we go from here, there's a Lister D with a water pump, bathroom sink. I think I've seen the bathroom sink before somewhere. Pretty good, those things. In fact, I remember a video where someone had one of these in his basement. The exhaust slided outside, obviously, and he could use it to generate electricity in his house and put from the grid for that. Right, we're going to move along now, because there's a bit of a gap here. There must be a couple that hadn't managed to make it. It does happen. Oh no, we've got music on, that's not good. This one's called the Alamo. I think we can get away with this. Yeah, so there's the Alamo. It's 1 horsepower. Right, let's move it. Oh, here's a way of identifying an Amanco without reading it. Now that cooling hopper is sort of a square, but it's smaller at the bottom than it is at the top. That's like the usual sort of look on a Amanco. I think it might be one of these hit and miss type jobs. Yeah, it says I think that's called actually known as a hired man. It's the same machine that it powers. Look at it. Go. Alright. Money. Here's some old motorbikes here. Monet and Goyon. There's a Douglas and another Douglas over there, I think. That's that lot. Gonna try and get round here. Watch the hole. I think that's a rabbit hole. Don't want to go down them, do we? Pull, I'm filming. That's looks like a Morris Cowley drop top. I know someone's got a green one of them. Yeah. Lives down the road from me. Bantam Club here. They've got about 3 bikes here at the moment. I don't think I'm going to be able to comment over the video. It's a bit noisy. It's going to get windy in a minute. No. Well, I think it had a electric start. Put it this way, if anybody from Germany doing that, they can get themselves. I would seriously want one of those. There's a couple more motorbikes turning up. Oh, watch out, Paul. That's BSA, and that one is that's another BSA. There's a Jeep going that way, British flag on it. That's a green. Don't know what that is. It's a bit grungy. BMW Montesa. I think they're going to the they're actually going into the arena, so I don't really need to go to that bit. Yeah,
Most immediately with the motorcycles that are going to be running around the arena.
We catch those, we don't need to do that bit, we can go there. Was that engine brilliant or what? I think someone's actually stuck it in a car before. You'd have to gear it down pretty much. Well, gear it up there. BSA Bantams still around. They are a survivor. coming. Yeah. Oh, some of them will do. I remember Netty Marsh and one or two of the spikers were really rapid. Almost skidding, you know. Fun. There is a bit of a hold up developing. Look at that. That's what they call a monkey bike.
Not a real monkey bike, a monkey like that. Attached to a post and cuts out the way.
Yeah, I think that might have been
Something on the folder. Something on the front tire.
yeah. Yeah. I'm going to have to show you something because speaking of armed circles, there was a particular lorry that they used in the Second World War, like AE2. And then what they would do, after the war they sold a load off. They got used by haulage companies. Hanging around. Actually, I've got to do that lot first. As long as I get everything filmed. That's why I come here. Second one non-alcoholic, so might have to do non-alcoholic throughout, I think. Had a couple of teammates last night enough. Teammates. Belgian monster beer. 9%. Had a couple of those last night. Right, I'm gonna